is it the same with the knowing?
Vinyan, there are two kinds of vinyan.
Two kinds of vinyan.
One is the nama rupa, the nama khanda vinyan. This vinyana we are aware of. This is one we call vinyana. Another vinyana is the spirit. When we die, when the mind leaves the body, we call vinyana. Two different kinds.
Is this include five khanda?
No, just the mind with the four nama khanda.
The knowing
and the four nama khanda. Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vinyana. So this when we die, this whole thing leaves the body. We call it Vinyana. So it's the same thing with the mind. When the mind leaves the body, we call it Vinyana. Patisanti Vinyana. When it takes birth, we call it Patisanti Vinyana. But when in the body, when the body needs to receive things, we call Chakku Vinyana.
Vinyana. This is the five. It's a five kanda.
The four nama kanda.
Nama kanda.
One of the four nama kanda.
Nama kanda.
Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara.
I know.
But when the body dies, the whole thing quite called Vinyana.
The knowing
the whole thing that go to heaven, go to hell.
Is it the knowing attain nibbana? Is it the knowing?
No, the knowing will be nibbana when there is no kilesa, no defilement. You have to get rid of loka, dosa, moha. When there is no loka, dosa, moha, then it's nibbana. The Buddha knowing has no loka, dosa, moha.
So the knowing without loba, dosa, moha is nibbana.
That's what we have to do. We have to get rid of loka, dosa, moha. Then we can call nibbana, call the knowing.
When we meditate and then we know that we don't feel our breath, okay? We don't. When we meditation, we don't feel our breath in and out, and then is it the knowing? Feel afraid? Is it we call the knowing because something in our minds?
The afraid is your kilesa, your defilement, your delusion. Not the knowing.
So how can we recognize this is the knowing?
Just know that anything happens is not the knowing. The knowing just know. Anything that happens is not the knowing.
Just know.
So you want to, when you meditate, you want to just know whatever comes up, lopa, tosa, fear, just leave it alone. Don't pay attention. Just use wisdom and tell the mind it's anicca, dukkha, anatta. It comes and go, it rises and ceases. You cannot stop them. When they come, let them come. When they go, let them go. Leave them alone. Just be with your breathing or with your butto. Don't pay attention to anything else. If you concentrate on your breathing or on Butto, then the fear will disappear. Fear comes from your delusion, moha, because you still want to live. So anything that happens, you think will happen to your body, make you afraid. See? But if you know that your body is not yourself and it's gonna die anyway, so you just don't care. It's gonna live or die, then you will have no fear. You should not have any care for your body. Because regardless of how well you look after it, it's gonna die anyway. So it's better to accept the truth and then let go of your attachment of the body. When you don't attach, when you don't cling to the body, then you have no fear. So you have to use wisdom, vipassana. Think a lot that this body is not yourself. This body will die. You are the knower, the knowing. You are the thinking. You are not the body. But you forgot and you thought you are the body. So when the body gets hurt, you get hurt with the body. You have to separate your mind from the body by using samadhi and using wisdom. Samadhi, when the mind becomes calm, the mind will separate from the body temporarily. When it comes out of samadhi, it comes back together. And you have to use your thinking to tell yourself, this body is not you. This body will die. This body will leave you one day. Just keep thinking like this, then eventually you will not forget. And when you not forget, then you will not attach, you will not cling to your body. Then you will not be afraid, because you know it's not you. So why should you be afraid? The problem is you keep thinking it's you, it's me, it's me. So you have to tell yourself, no, it's not me, it's not me.
Because you don't die.
You don't die, the mind don't die.
It's just theory.
If you practice, then it's not theory. You have to sit, meditate. Then you can see the separation of the mind from the body.
As you said, as Lumpur said, can we call it become hatha?
Because Lumpur said that if we die and then our vinyanya move and find a new body.
Like the book.
So it's called atta, not anatta. Because anatta is
it's called tanha, not atta, anatta. It's your desire that causes you to go have a new body. Because you still want to see, you still want to hear. So you need a body to see and hear. It's tanha. If you have no tanha, if you have no desire, then you won't have you don't have to go get a new body. So the Buddha said, get rid of your tanha. Keep the 8 precepts instead of going to movie, going to shopping, going to party, go to stay in the temple. Cut off your desire to use the body as your means of gaining happiness. When you stop using the body, then when the body dies, you don't have to get a new body because you no longer need to use the body. So that's why you have to keep the 8 precepts. You have to meditate. Because when you meditate, you become happy without having to use the body. So when the body dies, you don't need the body. You don't have to go get a new body. So you have to get rid of your tanha, Bhava, Kama Tanha, Bhava Tanha, Vibhava Tanha. These are the things that you have to do. Get rid of these 3 things by meditating, by vipassana. Samatha, Bhavana, and vipassana.
So we must do samatha first or vipassana first?
Samatha first.
Samatha first.
Samatha make your mind calm and happy. When you're happy, then you can let go of your body. You don't have to go look for happiness outside of your mind because you have happiness inside. But if you're not happy inside, then you have to go look for happiness outside of your mind. So you must first build happiness inside yourself. Once you have happiness here, then you don't have to go use the body to go look for other kind of happiness. But if you have no happiness inside, then you have to go look for something else outside. So you have to have samatha first. When you're happy inside, then you can teach your mind to let go of your desire for other kind of happiness. Because no other kind of happiness is better than the happiness within yourself from samatha.
If our desire become less and less, is it that means we accumulate our panya.
The desire is a result of your wisdom. The more wisdom you have, the less desire you will have. Because your wisdom will tell you that everything that you desire for are suffering and dukkha, are not sukha. Because they are anicca. See, when you marry, you're happy. But when he dies or when she dies, then you become, you don't see this. See? You think you're going to live forever, right? Yeah. You forget that one day you're going to die. So if you have wisdom, you'll say everything that you're going to have, you will lose it one day. So it's better not to have it. Because when you don't have it, then you don't lose it. Then you don't have dukkha. See? But you cannot because you have no happiness inside. That's why you want to have a husband. But if you have happiness inside, then you don't want to have a husband or wife. So you have to meditate. You have to develop samatha bhavana to make you happy and content. When you're happy and content, then you don't need to have anything. Then you can get rid of your husband, get rid of your son, get rid of everybody. You can go live in a monastery by yourself, like the Buddha.
Like Meiji.
Bhikkhuni.
Can you explain anatta for us? It's very confused about anatta.
Anatta.
What is the meaning of anatta?
Anatta is just a concept. Atta is a concept. We just think, I am, therefore I am. But it's just a thought. See, who are you? Where are you? There's no you. You just think it up. You just make it up. There's no real self. The body is not self. The body is just the four elements. Come from the earth, water, fire, and air. And the mind is just the knower. That's all. There's no self. The self arises from your thinking. You keep thinking, I am, so you become I. When you stop thinking, there is no I. When you meditate, when you enter into samatha, all the I's disappear. See? All that is left is just the knowing. When you know that the real thing is the knowing, the I is just a creation of your own thoughts.
Because we have, if our mind still have concept of atta, then we become reborn and reborn again.
No, when you have atta, then you have desire.
Desire.
Có trẻ mà chú là concept nhà nó phải đi không nhận tiêu là chẳng chỉ biết không được cả anatta đâu chỉ cả.
You have to meditate to really see it. Just thinking about it, it's like telling a blind person what the color red or green is. You will never understand it. If you close your eye, if you're blind and I say the color green is like this, the color red is like this, you cannot make any difference. But if you can open your eyes, then you will see everything that somebody who has eyes can see. So right now your mind is blind. You have to open up your mind by meditation. When you meditate, then you'll start to see everything that the Buddha said and teach and told us. But by just sit here thinking, it's like a 5 blind men feeling an elephant. Have you heard the story? 5 blind men, they come across an elephant. One blind man touched the body and say, oh, an elephant is like a wall. The next one catch the tail and say, it's like a rope. Another one catch the tusk and say, it's like a spear. They're all right, they are correct, but not complete picture. To see a complete picture, you have to meditate. So I think this is about all I can have time for because I have other people waiting.
Okay.
All right? Okay. Just keep reading my book. And meditate. Try to meditate, then all your questions will be answered. You'll find your answer in your meditation.
But I think I don't get improvement for my meditation.
Because you don't practice enough. You're still working, right?
I'm
Go stay in monastery for 3 months.
2 times, now 2 times
This
for 1 hour.
Pansa, go stay in monastery for 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah. Then you'll see the improvement. You
How
can
about
study for many years. Why can you go to a monastery for 3 months?
How about 2 weeks? Cannot.
Why just 2 weeks? 3 months? Yeah, at least one rest.
Yeah. How about my husband?
Leave him alone. If you die today, what he's gonna do?
Yeah.
You'll look for somebody else. Don't worry, you're not dispensable. You can always find some replacement if there's. He
Replacement?
Yeah. See, it's your kilesa, your defilement that prevent you from going practice. You have all sorts of reasons that you cannot go. That's why you can never have improvement. So you have to overcome all these reasons. It's all silly reasons.
I think this year.
Just think, if you die, what happens if you should die today? What will other people do? They go on living. They don't care about you. They'll go to your funeral and then the next day they'll go and have a party. They forget about you really. You're not important. You just keep thinking that you are. That's all. But in truth, you are not. When you die, you'll no longer be important. See? They can go on. Their life goes on. They go look for somebody else. Okay? So pretend you die for 3 months. Well, why I left with your husband? I leave my body, I go to die for 3 months. You can do anything. You can have a new wife this 3 months.
So I don't have inner peace when I meditate here, and then he get a new wife.
That means you still have attachment. If you have attachment, then you cannot practice. Then you cannot improve. If you want to improve, you have to cut your attachment. You have to think that you really die. Then it doesn't matter if you have a new wife. You still have attachment. If you have attachment, you cannot go. Like the Buddha, when he heard the news that he got a son, he said, I have attachment already. I have mind, I have bondage. Lahu. You have to cut that bondage. One day. You want improvement, but you don't want to cut. So you cannot have improvement. Because you have no time to practice. You can only improve when you have the time to practice. Okay? Think you're gonna die anyway sooner or later. You better die now and take advantage of this artificial death. Because if you suddenly die, then you will lose all the opportunity. Keep thinking about death a lot, then it will make you have the strength to cut every attachment. Just remind yourself, I'm gonna die one day, sooner or later.
Thank you.
Alright? Okay.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.